You love your dog and want to give them a life full of affection, health, and well-being. But have you ever considered that, without realizing it, you might be making mistakes that could harm your four-legged companion? Many common actions, even those done with the best intentions, can cause discomfort, fear, and even health issues in dogs. In this video, we're going to talk about things you should never do to your dog. These are behaviors that, when avoided, make a real difference in your pet's quality of life. And if you're a dedicated pet parent who wants to learn more and take better care of your dog, this content will be incredibly helpful. Stick with us, because understanding and respecting your dog's needs is the first step toward building a relationship based on trust, love, and balance. And if you enjoy learning more about your pet's behavior and want to give them a happier, healthier life, subscribe to our channel. We post daily videos made with care and responsibility, just for you. Never yell at or hit your dog. It might seem obvious, but even today, many people still believe that yelling or hitting is an effective way to train a dog. The truth is, this kind of behavior doesn't teach anything. It only scares and confuses the animal. Dogs don't understand the reason behind physical or verbal aggression. They don't associate yelling with the mistake they made, and they definitely don't see violence as a correction. The result is that the bond between the dog and their human starts to break down. The dog begins to feel fear, insecurity, and in some cases, may develop aggressive behaviors or become overly submissive. This directly affects their emotional well-being. The best way to train a dog is through positive reinforcement. That means rewarding good behavior with affection, treats, or encouraging words. When the dog does something wrong, the ideal response is to ignore the behavior or redirect it towards something appropriate. Don't leave your dog alone for long periods. Many people believe that dogs get used to being alone, especially when they're still puppies. But the truth is, they need companionship, interaction, and constant stimulation to stay emotionally balanced. When dogs are left alone for many hours, day after day, they can develop serious issues like separation anxiety, depression, and even destructive behaviors, such as chewing furniture or barking excessively. Of course, we can't always be home all the time, but there are ways to reduce the impact. One option is to make sure your dog has interactive toys that stimulate their thinking and sense of smell. Another is to rely on dog walkers or specialized daycare centers that offer activities and socialization with other dogs. And when you're home, make sure to spend quality time with your dog. Play, cuddle, talk to them. These moments strengthen your bond and help make up for the time you were away. Never offer dangerous foods. It's very common for dogs to sit beside us during meals, giving us that irresistible look, hoping for a bite of whatever we're eating. And many pet parents, moved by affection, end up sharing food from their own plate. But what most people don't realize is that some of these foods are extremely dangerous for dogs and can cause anything from mild discomfort to severe poisoning. Chocolate, for example, is one of the most well-known toxic foods. It contains theobromine, a substance dogs can't metabolize properly, and it can lead to tremors, vomiting, seizures, and even death. Grapes and raisins are also highly toxic and can cause kidney failure, even in small amounts. Onions and garlic affect red blood cells and may lead to anemia. And xylitol, a sweetener found in many sugar-free products, is extremely dangerous. It can cause a sudden drop in blood sugar and lead to a medical emergency. Besides these, there are other foods that, while not toxic, can still cause digestive issues, like milk, coffee, fatty foods, or heavily seasoned dishes. That's why it's best to feed your dog only what's made for them. High-quality dog food, specific treats, and, when recommended by a vet, safe fruits and vegetables. Don't neglect basic care. Taking care of a dog goes far beyond providing food and water. Basic hygiene and health care are essential to ensure your companion has a good quality of life. Unfortunately, many pet parents end up overlooking these needs, whether due to lack of time, information, or the belief that the dog can handle things on their own. A common example is nail trimming. When nails grow too long, they can cause pain while walking, deform the toes, and even lead to injuries. Brushing the coat is also crucial, especially for long-haired breeds. It helps prevent tangles, dirt buildup, and skin issues. Cleaning the ears, brushing the teeth, and giving regular baths are other essential tasks that shouldn't be ignored. Beyond hygiene, it's important to keep vaccinations up to date, schedule regular vet visits, and pay attention to any changes in your dog's behavior or appearance. These signs can indicate health problems that, if caught early, are much more likely to be treated successfully. And don't forget, senior dogs need extra attention. They may have mobility issues, joint pain, vision, or hearing changes, and require a routine adapted to their new needs. Don't forget to mentally stimulate your dog. Just like physical exercise, dogs also need mental stimulation. When their brain isn't challenged, they can become bored, anxious, and may even develop unwanted behaviors, like destroying objects or barking nonstop. Dogs have an incredibly strong sense of smell, and activities that involve sniffing and searching for objects or treats are excellent for their mental well-being. There are interactive toys that make dogs think, such as puzzle feeders or treat-hiding games. But you can also improvise. Scatter small pieces of food around the house or yard and let your dog find them. It's simple, fun, and very effective. You can also teach basic commands like sit, stay, or give paw. These learning moments are great for strengthening your bond and keeping your dog's mind active. Don't force playtime or affection. Sometimes, in the excitement of spending time with their dog, pet parents try to play or cuddle even when the dog isn't in the mood. And that can be a serious mistake. Dogs have moments when they prefer to be quiet, rest, or simply observe their surroundings. Forcing interaction when the dog doesn't want it can lead to stress, discomfort, growling, or even biting. It's important to understand the signals your dog gives. If they walk away, turn their head, tuck their tail between their legs, or show their teeth, they're clearly saying they don't want contact at that moment. This also applies to more energetic games. Some dogs don't enjoy chasing objects, while others get scared by sudden movements or loud noises. Every dog has their own personality, and it's the pet parent's job to observe and adapt the way they interact based on what the dog truly enjoys. Never ignore signs of pain or discomfort. One of the biggest mistakes a pet parent can make is ignoring signs that something isn't right. Often, subtle changes in your dog's behavior, posture, or habits are clear indicators that they're experiencing physical or emotional discomfort. A dog who used to be active and playful, but is now quiet and withdrawn might be dealing with joint pain. If they start scratching excessively, licking one paw nonstop, or limping, these are strong signs that something is wrong. Even changes in appetite, sleep patterns, or how they interact with you can point to underlying health issues. If you notice anything unusual, don't wait. Consult a veterinarian. Early diagnosis can prevent suffering, avoid more complex treatments, and in many cases, save your dog's life. Taking care of a dog requires constant attention, responsibility, and knowledge. Avoiding the behaviors we discussed in this video isn't just about showing love. It's about respecting your dog's physical and emotional health. Small, everyday actions have a direct impact on your pet's quality of life, and it's up to the pet parent to make informed decisions. If your relationship with your dog is a priority, keep learning, and don't forget to like this video. It helps spread useful information and reach more people who care about their pets. Share it with other dog owners who might be making these mistakes without realizing it. And subscribe to the channel to keep up with content that will help you care for your dog with knowledge and responsibility. If you've gone through a similar situation with your dog or noticed behaviors that deserve attention, share your experience in the comments. Your story can enrich the conversation and help other pet parents reflect on their own practices. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.